Even if you don't follow NASCAR, you probably know my next guest. He's a two-time Daytona 500 winner who now owns his own race team. Wish I had a race team. He's pretty much constantly on your TV in one of 8 million commercials, and he's hosting a new show on the Speed Channel. It's called Fast Track to Fame, and it starts March 1st at 9 p.m. Joining us now is Michael Waltrip. He knows left turns like I know rug burns. Hey, Michael, first off, I was doing some research on you. You ran the Boston Marathon, didn't you?
I did.
When you were running it, did you just look at them and go, 27 miles? Why don't you drive?
Well, the hardest part about the Boston Marathon is someone told me that when I saw the Citgo sign at Fenway, I was there. That's not right, man. I saw that sign for an hour, and it's like I couldn't ever get to the finish line. I also ran a marathon here in Vegas a few years back, and that's when I realized I was done running marathons, because I got in a car and we literally drove 27 miles out of town right along the course that we had to turn around and run back.
Fantastic.
I thought, this is making no sense.
I could imagine a Vegas marathon. It's a lot of just stopping and getting married and then getting divorced and then meeting a hooker and then going to an STD clinic. But anyway, I won't get into that. I want to know about what it's like being a race car driver in regular life. Like when you're, say, driving to IKEA to get a dresser. Is it hard not to want to just step on it and get there as fast as possible?
You know, my goal in going anywhere on the road is just to chill.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be panicking. Don't be in a hurry. The thing that drives me crazy about drivers on the road is road rage. I don't get it. I mean, I race side by side at 200 miles an hour, and I have constant road rage during that.
Yeah.
So when I'm just going down to the store to pick up a desk at IKEA, then I'm pretty chill. And if somebody needs a cut in front of me, they must need to be somewhere worse than I do, and I let them.
Yeah. Speaking of road rage, I guess the question that always dogs me about being a race car driving is when you're in the car for 4 to 5 hours, how do you take care of your body's most basic needs?
Well, you get water, and that helps you through the heat.
Yeah.
And you know, if you're prepared, you generally don't have to pee. But if you do, and you're real sweaty, then you might just pee. And then one thing, as you get older and you start losing control of that kind of stuff, that's why a lot of guys go ahead and retire.
Really?
Physically and mentally, they could still race the car, but that whole bladder control issue would start to get on your nerves.
Oh, wow. So this is a big news story that the #1 cause of retiring is incontinence.
You got it, and a lot of people don't know that.
Nobody. I don't think anybody knows that. Anybody knows that. Oh, should racing, we're in the Olympics right now, should racing be an Olympic event? I mean, if they have bicycles, these guys on bikes, why can't guys in cars compete?
Well, a bike, might cost a couple $100, maybe a couple grand at the most. Our cars cost about $200,000 a piece to build, and then you have to have a motor, and so it's a very expensive sport.
Yes.
And that's why I've always taken great care of my sponsors like Napa, Best Western, Toyota, Coca-Cola, the folks that pay our bills.
Well done. Race car drivers are the best at reciting their sponsors because there's so many of them, and you do them so eloquently. And you also pointed out that was a really dumb question I asked about the Olympics. Because you'd have a team of 60 people with cars worth $500,000 each. It's kind of a problem. Hey, I want to ask you about this show you're doing. It's Fast Track to Fame. It's March 1st, 9 p.m. It's a talent show, but it's racing themed?
It's a talent show at the racetrack based on the folks in NASCAR Nation.
Okay.
If you're a race fan or you can sing or dance or tell jokes, we want you on our stage. We have 3 judges that'll judge how you do. And if you win your event, your night, when you're on, then you go to our finals. Our chase for fame, if you will. You go to the finals and compete for a chance to win bigger prizes. So it's going to be a lot of fun to just see the folks that love NASCAR so much and put them on stage and watch them show us their talents. I've seen some of the footage of some of the folks that are going to be singing and dancing and telling jokes this Monday night. And they're really talented, and I can't wait to see how it all turns out.
It sounds like American Idol, but with a beer cooler. Am I right?
Yes, exactly. If you're a little bit of a country band, or if you understand your audience, you got to captivate the audience, obviously, and you got to make sure the judges think that your stage presence is better than everyone else's. And so we're going to get some interesting acts. One of the acts Monday night is a trio. The centerpiece of that trio is an 82-year-old gentleman that plays the spoons. And I watched that act, and it's really fun. So a lot of good things on our show on Monday night.
I have a co-host here that does something with a spoon that's really interesting, but it involves heroin. But anyway, we got to go. Michael, it's a pleasure. The show it's March 1st, 9 p.m. By the way, on the website it says no fire acts, bands, or aerial acts. So I just wanted to point that out to people going to the website. If you have like